Well, I tell you, one person who needs no introduction is Ruben. And Ruben, I was paying very close attention to your report this morning, and I found it highly educational. But
yes,
I don't know, maybe I missed it, but can you maybe talk to the Eighth Wonder there? What's legal? What exactly is it? That's what I need to know.
We need to know.
Absolutely.
That's what all of us need to know.
We touched. Yes. And given by the laughter at the beginning of this, Chelsea's uncontrollable laughter, I think she's already well aware of some of these gummies and these products because she seemed to be into it. I love you, Chelsea. I was just kidding. All right, so here we go. Aaron Corsi, co-founder, owner here at Eighth Wonder. Mike Iskovitz, our chief meteorologist, just asked a question. And I know we touched on it, but we have a little more time here. You can kind of like go a little further. He was like, I still don't understand how it's all legal.
You know, we don't ask why it's legal. We don't get to create the law. We just get to follow the law.
It's because it's not marijuana.
Correct. It's not marijuana. So it does not have as much of an active ingredient in there in the base plant. Once it's processed, like any plant is processed, then it's concentrated at a very, very similar level as any recreational state. So it's 0.3% by weight is the amount of active ingredient you can put in something like a gummy or a vape pen, which is going to be more than enough you need.
All right, so you guys have a wild assortment of gummies and of the amount of Delta 8 that's in it. What do you recommend for the first timer, somebody who's curious but they've never tried it?
Absolutely. So if we're working with a Delta 8 product, I would recommend about a half gummy if it's 10 milligrams, right?
Okay.
So you're about 5 milligrams or so to start off. I would even go half of that as a Delta 9 product. It can be a little stronger to new users. Both are in the same family, like I said before. They're going to the same Christmas dinner together, right? So Delta 8, Delta 9, it's just very technical. It's all the cannabinoid, that active ingredient that's going to give you that intoxicant.
So you're going to have a feeling, you're going to chill, you're going to mellow out.
Oh, absolutely. Depending on which product you have, it can do multiple different things. It give you a real headspace feeling, so it gives you a little bit more of that energy, and then there's just that in the couch eating those M&Ms energy as well. You can get from these.
Well, I've watched a lot of Discovery Channel. I've seen a lot of documentaries, and just looking at this, I mean, these are buds, yes?
Correct. They are hemp buds, right? So they are the same plant with just different active levels of the active ingredient in there. So it's the same thing you're going to see as marijuana.
And you guys, and if somebody is looking for something a little bit more on the maybe stress, medicinal side, you also have the CBD products.
Correct. We have the CBD products for wellness and kind of anti-inflammatory. We even have a pet line where if you have an old dog, we have puppy breath tinctures over there. CBD helps out the joints and stuff like that.
Love it. All right, so guys, if you're not familiar with Eighth Wonder down here in Edo, I mean, celebrating how many years now?
We're 10 years in February at the brewery.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
A decade. And, you know, we've been covering these guys for years, and they just keep adding on, keep expanding. We were here when the distillery kicked off. You guys are making what in the distillery?
We're making vodka and gin and rum as well as whiskey and bourbon. And this year we're adding a brandy and a tequila spirit. So it is not tequila because it's not made in Mexico. So we're going to call it an agave spirit.
Okay, there you go. And now, since October, the Eighth Wonder cannabis has been available here to the folks. And I think, Mike, I'm just going to say that if you're curious, you know, maybe stop on by. It's not that far from the station. You know, before you head on home, Aaron and the highly educated staff here can help you make the the right choice to kick off your your first time going down the Delta 8 or Delta 9 road. Oh, and lots of seltzers and lots of stuff to choose from. And if you want to go dry in January, no alcohol product would still get a little chill.
Absolutely. So we have the seltzers, which can be consumed here or to go. So they're really good to take with you. And our mixologist can mix you any alcoholic drink, a Delta 8 or Delta 9 version.
Non-alcoholic. Yeah. There you go. So some tips. Again, it is legal, and this is for adults. And as always with anything, you know, use it, be smart about it, and don't take this stuff lightly because it does have an effect. Anyway, so we're here at Eighth Wonder Cannabis. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
I like how he said that he knew that was a bud based on watching documentaries.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about first time experiences and all of that stuff.
Yes, all
Ruben,
that.
I still have a lot of questions, Ruben.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you ask Aaron, because I know he went through some technical stuff about the processing and about the levels and some percentages and so forth. This is what I need to know, because some of those are, as you would call, smokables, right? It's not just edibles.
Yes.
How would that compare to, let's say, something that would not be legal? Like, what is it? Are they comparable? Asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend.
Mike is asking.
Yes, and the
Mike is asking
effect.
about those smokables. Can we see one of the ones ready to go, kind of rolled up and ready to go?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Right,
so we have a whole pre-rolled tube section up here.
Okay.
Ready to go.
All right. Now, Mike is asking because he is a meteorologist. Science is his thing.
Yes.
From a scientific standpoint, and the research that you might be aware of.
Yep.
This legal smokable right here. Would the effects be comparable to marijuana?
Yes, very comparable.
Okay. Obviously, that's why this is popular.
Exactly.
All right, so there you go, Mike. If you want to stay on the right side of the law and still get, I guess, can we say buzz?
I think we can say buzz.
We can say buzz, and you want that buzz, but again, you want to be legal, and you don't want to get anybody or yourself in trouble. This is a safe and legal alternative.
But could we be talking about a buzz that has a shorter time period?
Yeah. What's the duration?
Yeah, the duration.
Okay, all right. One more question for Aaron. And he has an empire to run, so I'm just telling you. But you guys are getting your money's worth. Different ones can give you a different duration of the effect.
So most of the pre-rolls are going to be about the same duration of the effect, but yes, different milligrams of gummies. Look at that as percentage of alcohol in an alcoholic beverage, right? So if you're taking a 10 milligram gummy, it's not going to be the same as a 20 milligram gummy. So that effect is going to be much, much longer.
Yeah.
With these smokables, the onset is very quick, almost instantaneous in comparison to the edibles, which you have that 30-minute, maybe even an hour. It's usually shorter than that, but you're usually kind of a little worried about feeling that feeling for the first time, so you're not experiencing it in its full effect.
Yeah, it's the anticipation.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys, well, hopefully that answers your questions.
No, I have one more question.
Super knowledgeable folks. Oh, one more
I
question.
have one
wow,
more important question.
Sorry, Aaron.
That's all right.
Listen, I know that Aaron is not an attorney at law, although Chris Tritico is over there in the fishbowl in the studio. This is my last question for Aaron. Let's just say hypothetically, someone were to stop by a Eighth Wonder dispensary, and let's just say that they were to purchase one of these items that you were displaying. And let's just say that they were somehow pulled over on the way home.
Per se.
Just for argument's sake.
Yes.
And let's say the police officer saw that. What do I tell the police officer? Do I say, hey, this is legal, man? And would I
have receipts?
Got it.
Is there a receipt? Yeah, can I show a receipt? That's a good question that Chelsea just, Can I show a receipt?
Okay.
Certificate of authenticity.
So from a customer standpoint,
Yep.
they buy some products anywhere because you can get, you've got Bayou City, you've got other places to get your products similar to this. Somewhere somebody buys something, they leave that establishment and somehow come in contact with law enforcement. Can they show a sales receipt or something and say, look, man, this is totally legit?
All of our packaging has a COA, a certificate of analysis on there that you can scan, and you can actually see that it is hemp derived. So all of our products are going to have that. So just have the packaging.
There you go. Scan the little barcode on each one. All of the packaging will take you directly right there on your smartphone and prove to you that it is a legit product. After that, I don't know. It's up to whoever you're having an encounter with to see how big of a, I don't know. This is going the wrong way. I need to leave because I got to go home. I'm going to get some tacos. So if we can wind this up, that'd be great.
No, Ruben's getting tacos. Ruben, God, that's okay.
After leaving that place,
all right.
No connection at all.
Ruben's getting tacos.
No connection at all.
Hey, tell Aaron that I said hi.
Yes,
and
tell him
remember,
thank
my
you.
name, give him my name and everything if he ever needs a forecast. Just so we're,
Mike is going to
clouds.
says if you ever need a personal forecast or anything, I'm going to give you his cell number after this. That way you guys can just
That'd be great.
introduction via text.
Excellent.
Yeah.
My wife's a big fan, so
His wife's a big fan. There you go. How about that?
Nice.
This has been eye-opening.
It has.
Highly educational and eye-opening.
So that forecast is
Highly.
very cloudy.
I feel some Pink Floyd coming in here, Ruben. Feel Pink. Are we going to John? Are you in the after show? John Stenwall's over there. John actually educated me about the whole thing this morning. He came over and explained the percentages and all that
I'm
stuff.
sure he did.
John is his own expert.
I'm sure he did.
John is an expert himself. Okay, thanks, Ruben.
He's got some tacos
Do you know why they
appreciate-
call him the turtle?
Why?
Yeah, why do they call?
Ask him.
Oh, okay.
Well.
We'll talk about that later.
Are
ya.
we allowed to talk about the turtle nickname?
Hey, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on a
Ruben.
second. We have. It's not very often
Enjoy
that
your
we.
tacos.
It's not very
I will
often that we
say-
have
with that stuff at all.
Well, that's yeah.
Like, do not use
point.
and drive. And then also, I believe you can fail a drug test by taking that
Well,
stuff.
yeah. Okay, so everybody, look, we're joined by our very, very good friend and real-life attorney, criminal defense attorney,
Yes.
Chris Tritico.
Good morning.
Chris, this is opening my mind, as like Timothy Leary would say. What is the deal with this?
So the legislature, the Texas legislature has not fully decriminalized this, but Harris County is not. In Harris County, they're not enforcing the Class B misdemeanor marijuana possessions.
Okay, yeah.
They're given citations, but they're not enforcing that law in Harris County. It doesn't mean when you drive to Montgomery County, you're not going to get arrested. So the outlying counties around Harris County, you can still get arrested for that. And as your employer may not agree with what everyone else does.
Okay, so I should shut up.
And so if you're one of the many people that feel that marijuana should be legal, and you're going to go home and you're going to partake, and you go to work and your employer says, here, I want you to take a random drug test, and you fail it, your employer may say, good for you, you've exercised your right, I'm firing you.
But is there, the owner there, Aaron of Eighth Wonder, says it's not marijuana, it's
like the THC.
Yeah, it's like it's hemp.
Right, and
That,
so
that's been processed somehow.
But that's fine. Your employer may say, I don't care, get out. And then in a court, in a criminal case, you've got the burden of having all that tested, and you may have to go all the way through a trial to prove that this isn't what the law says is marijuana. It's what, it says THC stuff. And so you got to hire me, and you got to pay me a lot of money. Thank you. And we got to go through testing. That's thousands of dollars to get this tested. And then I may be able to show that it's not unlawful, but you've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get this case dismissed or have a jury find you not guilty to get to where you need to be.
So I guess the important thing is never, ever, ever do this to a point where you're intoxicated and you're behind the wheel. That we know. And don't, just be smart about it.
If you're going to do it at home, okay?
Yeah.
And then just stay at home, and then you're fine. You can eat all the ice cream you want and go to bed, and you're fine. And
Or tacos.
Tacos, whatever. Look, a lot of people just don't care, and that's fine. But if your employer says don't do it, then be careful about it. And there's counties that do enforce this, and they're going to put you in jail.
But even if you tell the policeman, because he said there's a little certificate of authenticity thing that shows it, I imagine this is one of those you could beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride kind of situations.
The police officer doesn't have a duty to say, oh, okay. He's going to say, you know what, that's fine. I'm going to take that, and we'll let the court sort that out. Now turn around and give me your hands. And they're going to take you to jail.
Yeah, and the idea is that if you were already maybe giving them suspicion to pull you over, driving in a certain way, maybe, then you would definitely have a case.
All right, my mind is changing here quickly.
Right.
All right.
What
Just
was
be
your
careful.
mind on before?
Nothing. I was curious. Now
He was asking for a friend.
I was I was curious about hypothetically,
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, is it really worth it? No. I mean, of course, is it? But to some people,
I was gonna say.
letter of the law, as the owner was explaining, letter of the law, maybe, it it might be fine, but is it worth taking the chance, with
Not out
a
in public.
career or something
Correct.
like that?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Not out in public.
maybe not.
Not out in public.
Not in public.
I
Yeah.
say a lot of people benefit maybe from the legal route with that. A lot of people dealing with stress and all kinds
right.
of.
Oh, absolutely.
They find some.
Harris County has about
relief.
60,000 DWI arrests a year, every year. About 60,000 people get arrested for driving under the influence, driving while intoxicated. That includes marijuana cases, and so that's a lot. And so, if you're gonna do something like that, just do it at home, stay home, and you don't have a problem. And today we have Uber.
in the vehicle as well.
Oh, good point.
Right.
Oh.
Good point. None of that.
Right, and we have Uber now. And so if you're going to do something like that, just Uber. Then you never have to get arrested. I tell young people all the time, you don't have to be arrested anymore.
Yeah.
Uber.
Right. Okay, so just to settle everything, what they're doing there at Eighth Wonder is legal because they're saying it's not marijuana, though.
As far as I'm not passing judgment on what they're doing at
yeah.
Eighth Wonder. I don't know anything about it. It's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah.
So I'm not passing judgment whether it's legal or not. If he says it's legal, then that's fine. But that doesn't mean that when you're pulled over and you show them that
it's not, the onus is not on the policeman to say,
Right.
oh, okay, you're right.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay.
Right.
I just want to make sure that everybody is fully
Yeah.
informed about, because it's obviously it's amazing, it's fascinating, and it's been legalized or at least decriminalized
Correct.
in a lot of states.
Right.
And so it's not any sort of moral judgment at all.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want anybody to get in trouble.
Right.
Thinking that they're doing something fine. That worries me a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Well, be smart about it if
Yeah.
you're going to do it. I think that's the bottom line that we've
Right.
learned here. Maybe do it at home. I think that's a good idea. But not with a gun.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks, Chris.
Well-
You bet.
Thanks, John.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thanks,
John, for
Chelsea.
your input on that.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna get some tacos.